Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Blue Archive video. Alright, today's video we're going to talk about 5 important tips for you guys to progress faster, prepare for raids, and also as a free-to-play, how much pyroxenes can you actually save up? So you'll find out in this video. Let's jump into it. Alright, so tip number 1, I've mentioned this in my previous 2 videos, but I feel like it's very important and a lot of you might have missed that, so I want to talk about it again. Hidden task. Alright, so if you go to the task right here, there are some tasks, I wouldn't say hidden, but it's just that you might not know that it's there. So obviously nobody comes here to basically read all of this, right? Some of these tasks, like in the challenge task, you can see right here, clear mission 1, stage 3 on hard within 2 turns. The thing is, you might assume that this is done for you, because if you're like me, I assume this is done because it's 3-star already. But the 3-star requirements for this stage is actually to clear it within 3 turns. But you still have to do it again, and I can't do it again today because I've already swept through. Now you have one more task right here that requires you to do it within 2 turns, and you might be missing out on some bonus pyroxenes right here. So keep in mind, make sure you guys check through all the challenge tasks because some of these might require something than just 3-starring the stage. One more thing is, if you go to any of the hard stages, if you've done it before, you might have seen that on the floor, there might be some gems that you can pick up, right? Like this one right here. If you can see right here, there's this one that gives... So every single stage, there's this 50 pyroxenes that you can obtain. For sure. Some of you might have missed it. You actually don't have to pick it up to be able to complete the stage with 3 stars, which is what you might want to go back and check. In case you're like me, you forget to jot down which one possibly you might have missed in the stage. One more thing that I see a lot of players ask me a lot is, Guitar Rock, how do you get up to level 32? I'm still at level 18 or level 16 or whatever, right? So this is something that I think a lot of players never thought of doing, or maybe they think it's not worth it. But let me show you some calculation. So you should refresh your stamina 6 times a day. This is the recommendation from a lot of veteran in JPs. Why 6 times a day? Let me give you a rough calculation right here. So if you refresh the first 3 times, it's going to cost you 30 pyroxenes, right? Now after you have refreshed 3 times a day, the next 3 times is going to increase to 60 as opposed to 30 pyroxenes. And if you've done 6 times a day, the 7th time you try to do this, I believe this should increase to 90, or is it 120? If I'm not mistaken, it's 90. So let's do a bit of calculation right here. If you were to refresh every single day, that means it's 30 times 3, which is 90, plus 60 times 3, which is 180. So this is the amount that you're spending every single day, 270 pyroxenes. That is 2 single pulls right there. And if you refresh 6 times a day for a week, that will, let's multiply that by 7 days. That's a lot. 1.8k pyroxenes. That's more than a multi-pull, right? So I can see why a lot of players do not think this is worth it. But one thing to note is, right now, the amount of gems that we get is limited to dailies, weeklies, and from PvP. We still have Total Assault yet to come. Total Assault will be able to give us plenty of points, plenty of pyroxenes every single season. Now, this one will last for about 2 weeks, so 1 month we have this for twice, right? And in raids, you ideally want to strive to reach top 10,000. Why? Because top 10,000 you're guaranteed to get 1,200 pyroxenes. So 1,200 pyroxenes will be covered right here, and that means you get this twice a month, which is at 2,400 pyroxenes. Actually more if you count a little bit of extra from the hitting the reward and stuff, right? Now you might be wondering, okay, that's not even enough to cover back a 1890 that you spend weekly, and you only get that every 2 weeks. So where else do we get the pyroxenes to cover back our amount? If you go to daily, you get 20 every single day. So 1 week you get 140 here. Weekly, you're gonna get 120 here. So 120 plus 140, that's 260 every single week. PvP, which is where this is quite important as well. Now let's say in PvP, you're gonna get this one, the worst one, which is 10 per day. So 1 week you're gonna get 70 from here extra, not counting the season record and also the best record. This one will give you even more. Also, shout out to Ojo for giving me this quick run through right here. So top 1 can get 45 gems each day, while top 100 can get 30, right? So each boss will give you 1,200 gems. Again, this is if you are in top 10,000. If you're in top 10,000, which is what you want to strive for. But this is from rank reward. You also get something by attacking the boss, called the points reward, similar to PvP. Alright, you get about 500 gems there. So each boss will equal to about 1,500 to 1,700 gems. So you get 3,000 to 3,400 per month. And the most important thing that I think a lot of players never take into equation is the maintenance. And usually, this is how it works in JP. They get about 960 gems after every maintenance, which is crazy. So roughly, 3,800 every single month. I'm not sure if Global is gonna get the same amount of gems from maintenance. This we're gonna wait and see. But if you play on JP, definitely 6x refresh is definitely worth it because of how much the maintenance gives. This will definitely more than break even. You're definitely earning at least 2,000 per month. So again, take it with a grain of salt. We might definitely have slightly less pyroxenes given out to us based on the maintenance itself. Alright, tip number 4, or is it number 5? I don't know what we are at, but try to always have spare pyroxenes right here. Very important. If you're going in for the pool, make sure you always have a little bit of backup. Why is that? Because in JP server, there's this thing called the ×2 and ×3 drop rate events. So if you guys are not familiar with what these ×2 and ×3 drop rate events, the drop rate events basically give you ×2 drops for every single thing that you obtain during the event duration. Alright, so for example, you want to farm for the knitted wool hat, and you guys know how hard it is to get these things. So you might sweep this, and then you can see I got lucky, I got ×1 right there. But during the event, you're going to get ×2 or even ×3. In JP recently, there's a ×3 drop rate event. And usually they do occur quite consistently in JP. Alright, in case you guys are wondering. Sometimes 5 days, some of them last as long as 2 weeks, which is insane. Alright, if you last for 2 weeks, you'll be farming like crazy. So if you want to max out your stamina refresh, make sure you guys do it during the drop events, just to let you guys know that there's such a thing. One more thing is in the PvP shop right now, I would highly advise players to focus on buying Saya right here. I did mention that you want to be buying the energy drink and also the lesser energy drink every single day if possible, but also focus on purchasing Saya's LF first. After that, you can save for as long as you can until some of the characters get added to the PvP shop. Now, why Saya? Saya is going to be really good for raids. In case you haven't got her or you never tried to reroll for her, which you shouldn't because she's purchasable in the PvP shop, she has this ability right here, which increase ally crit by 17.3% at level 10. I believe level 1 is about 9% or so, and it's really good skill in raids. It's gonna boost everybody's damage, make everybody, consistently crit more often. One more tip that I have for you guys is the crafting. Alright, a lot of you guys might not know what to craft right now. Now, which one should you craft first? The priority is always furniture first. Furniture is always going to be the most important. Alright, if there's no furniture, sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit of RNG. The second priority should be gifts. Alright, gifts is going to be the second priority. Furniture followed by gifts. And let's see, is there any gifts? Growth materials, tech notes, high grade substances, activity reports, normal grade substances. So if there's no furniture and if there's no gifts, what will be the third priority? That will be the high grade substances. So look at this right here. Fortunately, we have these high grade substances. In high grade substances, apparently there's a chance to get some furniture and some gifts as well. It's just that the chance is very low, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there's this additional thing which I do not recommend. Apparently, a lot of people have been saying that this is a bit of a scam. Tip number 69 or whatever number this is. Very important, and I know this is probably the most important thing. Maybe some of you do not know this yet, but you want to find a club right now and you want to join an active club. Now, why is that? Not only do you get 10 energy from mailbox, okay, which is very important. Yo, if any of you are in my club, please let me know who you are, what is your name, because I'm trying to kick some of this. I don't know who is who, right? If any of you are in my club, please leave comment section below. Let me know, hey, that's me, because I might kick you. But join an active club, not because of the 10 stamina per day, but because in raids, during the raids, right, you can actually pick one support unit from your club members. So if your club members has plenty of whales, it's gonna make your raid, your total assault a lot more simpler. So basically, it's like you work together as a team, you use one support team from your club members. And this is something that can help you achieve the top 10,000, which you want to aim for to get that 1,200 gacha currency. Alright, the pyroxenes, right? I know the race is gonna come in 2 more days, so I just want to let you guys know in advance. Please find an active club. If your club is like 5 players, leave that club, find a new one, alright? Don't be in the dead club, come on. The game is still new, there's chance for you to find a new one. Alright, so with that being said, if there's anything that I missed and you think you want me to talk about, let me know in the comment section below. I think I've covered up pretty much the basics, the things that you want to be aware of. For now, what you should be doing to progress better, progress faster. Alright, so as always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.